Hello everyone and good afternoon. So today, today date is 29th of August 2023. So today I am going to talk about the fundamental concept in Java programming, which is the inheritance. So the inheritance is the process where we can create new classes which is based on the existing classes. So the let's talk about the what is inheritance. So the inheritance is the process where the one objects will acquire all the properties and behavior of an old object or existing object. So in Java programming, there are five types of inheritance we can see. So the first one, which is the single inheritance. Second one is the multi-level. Third one is hierarchical, and the fourth one is the multiple, and the fifth one is the hybrid. So let's talk about the first one, which is the single inheritance. So if we consider that there is a class named A, and then there is a class named B. So if I write class B extends class A, then the extends keyword that makes enable class B to inherit all the properties of class A. In this scenario, the class A, which will be the parent class, and the class B will be the child class, and child class can inherit or acquire all the properties and behavior of a parent object, which is a parent class, which is the A. So the second one is the multi-level. If we consider that there is a class name A, a class name B, and class name C. So if I say the class name A is the parent class, the class name B is inheriting all the properties of class name A, and there is also the class name C, which is inheriting the properties of class name B. Then in this scenario, the class name B will acquire all the properties of class name A, and the class name C will inherit all the properties of class name B. In this scenario, the class name C will get all the properties of class name B and class name A also, because the class name B is inheriting the class name A. So there is a third one, which is the hierarchical. So the hierarchical, we can see, there is consider that there is a class name A, class name B, and class name C. So in this scenario, if we see the class name A is the parent class, and there is another class which is the class name A and class name B. And this in this scenario, the class name B is also inheriting the class name A, and the class name C is also inheriting the class name A. In this scenario, the class name B and the class name C will get all the properties of class name A, but the class name C and the class name B cannot inherit each other's property. So the fourth one is the multi-level. No, sorry, the multiple. So in this scenario, the multiple, where we can consider that there is a three classes. Then there is a one class name A, and there is a second class name B. So the class name A and class name B are going to extend by the class name C. So class name C is extending class name A and class name B. So in this scenario, the class name C will extend all the properties of class name A and class name B also. So the last one is the hybrid inheritance. So in the hybrid inheritance is the combo of the hierarchical and multiple inheritance. So in hybrid inheritance, so there would be the four classes. The first one is the class name A, which would be the parent class of rest of all the classes, and then the class name B and class name C will inherit all the properties of the class name A, and there is also the class name D, which is going to inherit all the properties of class name B, class name C, and class name A. So in this scenario, the class name A will be the parent, class name B and class name C are going to inherit the class name A, and then there is a class name B, which is going to the inherit class name B, class name C, and also with help of B and C, it is also enabled to inherit all the properties of class name A. So at last, if we got the conclusion, the conclusion, the inheritance inheritance is the powerful concept where we can use code again and again. It provides a reusability of the code. By extending the class, we can get all the properties, and that's why we don't need to create another properties or copy of other properties. So it gets easy to code in Java.